Welcome back to the channel Coin Stars, where we explore some of the most exciting and valuable coins from history. In today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most sought-after and fascinating coins of the modern era, the Washington Quarter Dollar 2001 D. 1792. Now, this isn't your average quarter. With its rich history, distinctive design, and rare market value, this coin could be worth a lot more than just 25 cents. In fact, we're talking about a coin that could fetch thousands of dollars at auction, so, grab your magnifying glass, sit back, and let's explore everything you need to know about the Washington Quarter Dollar 2001 D. 1792, including its history, unique features, and why it could be sitting in your pocket worth a fortune. The Washington Quarter Dollar has a rich and storied history that dates back to 1932. Initially, the quarter was designed by John Flanagan to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Since then, the design of the Washington Quarter has remained a beloved and iconic symbol of American currency. But what makes the 2001 Washington Quarter Dollar special? To answer that, we need to go back to the year 1792. In 1792, the Coinage Act was passed, establishing the U.S. Mint and authorizing the production of official coinage for the United States. The Washington Quarter Dollar series, however, didn't debut until the Great Depression era, but the year 2001 marks a turning point, a celebration of more than 200 years of American coinage, and the bicentennial of the U.S. Mint. The D. 1792 mint mark on the coin stands for the Mint's significant milestone in American coinage history, and it ties back to the year when the U.S. Mint first started producing coins for the fledgling nation. Now that we've touched on the historical significance of the Washington Quarter Dollar, let's take a closer look at the design and features that make the 2001 D. 1792 version so unique. The obverse of the coin, that's the front side, features a striking portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. This iconic image of Washington has remained mostly unchanged since the coin's debut, making it one of the most instantly recognizable coin designs in the world. Well, the 2001 version was part of the U.S. Mint's Special State Quarter program, a series of commemorative quarters honoring each of the 50 states. In 2001, 5 states were honored: Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, and Connecticut. Each state released a unique design that reflected its history or landmarks. The 2001 D. 1792 quarter is significant because it combines both the bicentennial celebration of the U.S. Mint and the ongoing state quarter program. While each state quarter features unique designs for each of the 50 states, the 2001 version marks a pivotal moment in U.S. coinage history, celebrating the establishment of the Mint in 1792. The reverse side, the back, of the Washington Quarter in 2001 is unique for each state's design, but each coin still has George Washington's profile as the central image, which ties back to the Washington Quarter's tradition. Part 3, Market Value. Why is the 2001 D. 1792 Washington Quarter so valuable? Why is the 2001 D. 1792 Washington Quarter worth so much money? Let's break it down. First, while most quarters are worth face value, 25 cents, the 2001 D. 1792 is a highly sought-after coin in certain conditions. Here's why. The 2001 quarter was minted as part of a special program that celebrated 2 major milestones in U.S. coinage history: the establishment of the U.S. Mint in 1792 and the launch of the state quarter program. This gives the coin historical and numismatic value, which significantly increases its worth. The value of any coin, including the 2001 D. 1792 Washington Quarter, is heavily influenced by its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P1, to perfect mint state, MS 70. A coin in pristine, uncirculated condition can command a much higher price. If you happen to have a coin that is in mint condition, particularly one without any scratches, tarnish, or wear, it could be worth far more than the typical 25 cents. Error coins are often the real stars of the show in the world of coin collecting. If your 2001 D. 1792 Washington Quarter features any type of mistake, such as misprints, double strikes, or wrong mint marks, it could be worth a fortune. For example, there have been reports of misaligned mint marks or striking errors that make the coin even rarer. As collectors continue to seek out rare and historically significant coins, the demand for unique pieces like the 2001 1792 Washington quarter continues to rise. The market for rare quarters has been booming over the years, particularly for coins that have historical significance, are part of important series, or have unusual features. Collectors are willing to pay thousands of dollars for the right coin. Now to the big question, just how much can you sell your 2001 1792 Washington quarter for? If your coin is in average circulated condition, you can expect it to be worth anywhere between 50 cents to $1. These coins are still available in large quantities and are commonly found in circulation, so they don't command a huge premium. However, if your 2001 1792 Washington quarter is in excellent condition or has a unique error, it could be worth several $100s to collectors. Some collectors have reported paying $500 or more for quarters in near-mint condition. The real jackpot, though, lies in special error coins or quarters that are extremely rare. There have been instances where misprinted coins or those with extremely rare mint errors have sold for as much as $10,000 or more at auction. In the case of error coins, the rarer the mistake, the higher the price can be. If you think you might have a valuable 2001 1792 Washington quarter, there are a few steps you can take to determine its worth. Carefully inspect the coin for wear and tear. A coin in perfect, uncirculated condition is much more valuable than one that has been heavily circulated. Check for any signs of minting errors, such as misprints or double strikes. Errors can make a huge difference in value. If you believe your quarter might be worth something special, consider taking it to a professional coin dealer or grading service like PCGS or NGC for an official appraisal. These companies will provide a professional grade and give you an accurate idea of its market value. You can also search online platforms like eBay or Heritage Auctions to see how much similar 2001 1792 Washington quarters have sold for. This can give you an idea of the current market price. There you have it. The 2001 1792 Washington quarter is a coin with a fascinating history, and in the right condition or with the right error, it could be worth far more than just a quarter. Whether you're a collector or simply have an eye for rare coins, this one is definitely worth keeping an eye on. Remember, the value of a coin is always subjective and depends on its condition, rarity, and demand. So, take a close look at your quarters, and who knows, you might be sitting on a coin worth thousands of dollars. If you're into coins, history, or anything valuable in the world of numismatics, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most intriguing coins out there, the Washington Quarter Dollar 2004 1848. This coin might just be sitting in your collection or even in your pocket, and it's worth a lot more than you might think. In fact, some of these coins are worth over $12,000. Yes, you heard that right, $12,000. So, grab your magnifying glass, because we're about to explore the incredible value and history behind the Washington Quarter 2004 1848. The Washington Quarter Dollar, first introduced in 1932, is one of the most iconic coins in American history. It features George Washington, the first president of the United States, on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. This coin has undergone various design changes over the decades, but today, we're going to focus on a particular year, 2004. Specifically, the Washington Quarter Dollar minted in 2004 with a unique Denver mint mark, D1848. 2004 was a big year for the U.S. Mint. It was the year they released the final quarters in the 50-state quarters program, which started in 1999. As part of this program, each state had its own special quarter design, and in 2004, we saw the releases for the states of Michigan, Florida, Texas, and Iowa. Now, you might be wondering, what makes the 2004 1848 coin so special? Well, this particular variety is rare because of a unique die error that occurred during its minting process. On some of these coins, a die crack or die clash was left undetected, leading to the formation of a distinctive mark that sets the coin apart from others. This flaw isn't just a simple imperfection, this type of error is highly sought after by collectors, and it's what makes these coins so valuable. The Washington quarter was designed by sculptor John Flanagan in 1932, as part of a series to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The obverse design shows Washington in profile, while the reverse features an eagle, a symbol of American strength and freedom. Over the years, the Washington quarter has been through a lot of changes, different mint marks, slight design tweaks, and even the state-themed quarter releases. But the 2004 1848 variant is particularly interesting because of its association with the final years of the 50-state quarters program. The 2004 design focused on state pride and history, and many of these quarters are considered collectibles in their own right. So, let's talk about the real question on everyone's mind: how much is the 2004 1848 Washington quarter worth? Well, to be blunt, it's worth a lot. Depending on the condition of the coin and the rarity of the error, a 2004 1848 Washington quarter can be valued anywhere from a few $100s to an incredible $12,000 or more. For example, if you have a well-circulated version with minor wear, you might be looking at a value of around $100 to $500. But, if you have a high-grade, almost mint-condition version, one that is in MS-65 or better, you could be sitting on a gold mine, with values reaching up to $12,000 or even higher. Why the high value? Well, the rarity of the error, along with the desirability of the Washington quarter series as a whole, makes this coin extremely valuable in today's market. Numismatists, or coin collectors, are always on the lookout for rare and unique coins with error markings like this one. So, how do you identify a 2004 1848 Washington quarter that could be worth thousands? First, look at the mint mark, which will be located right next to Washington's neck on the obverse of the coin. If it's a D, that's your first clue. The number 1848 is tied to the error that took place during the die creation process. If you notice any cracks, distortions, or unusual features on the coin, it could be one of these valuable error coins. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to inspect your coin up close. Pay attention to the edges and the fields around the design. The die crack might look like a small, thin line across the surface, which is a clear sign that you found a coin with an error. If you think you found a 2004 1848 Washington quarter, there are a few steps you should take. First, get it professionally graded by a numismatic expert. This will help you determine its exact condition, and it'll make your coin more valuable in the market. Grading services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, are reputable and trusted by collectors. Once graded, you can choose to sell your coin through online auction sites like eBay, or you can contact coin dealers who specialize in error coins. Just make sure you're dealing with professionals who understand the market value of these rare pieces. To wrap up, the 2004 1848 Washington quarter dollar is a prime example of how small errors in coin production can result in massive financial value. Whether you found one of these rare coins or you're on the lookout for one, it's important to know how to identify and grade your coins. And if you're fortunate enough to own one of these valuable coins, it could be worth a significant amount of money, up to $12,000 or more. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you've learned a lot about the 2004 1848 Washington quarter dollar and its impressive value. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more coin tips and tricks. And, as always, drop a comment below if you have any questions or if you've ever found a rare coin of your own. Happy collecting, and I'll see you in the next video. Coin enthusiasts and collectors alike. If you love diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, then you're in for a treat today. In this video, we're going to explore one of the most intriguing coins from the United States, the 2005 Washington quarter dollar, particularly the D1850 variety. This coin, which may seem like just another standard quarter at first glance, holds a rich history and an extraordinary value that could make you $15,000 richer. If you've ever wondered what makes some coins so valuable while others seem to go unnoticed, stay tuned. Today, we'll take you through the history, the minting process, and why this quarter, in particular, is worth so much more than its face value. So, let's get started. To fully understand the value of the 2005 Washington quarter, let's first take a step back and look at the history of the Washington quarter itself. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the birth of George Washington, the first President of the United States. Initially designed by John Flanagan, the quarter features a left-facing portrait of George Washington on the obverse, with a depiction of an eagle on the reverse. Over the years, the design has undergone various updates, but the coin has remained a staple of American currency, circulating in pockets, cash registers, and coin collections. Fast forward to the year 2005, when the U.S. Mint released the State Quarters Program, a series designed to honor each of the 50 states. That year was particularly interesting because it marked the 75th anniversary of the Washington quarter's introduction. But the 2005 quarters were unique, especially the 2005 D1850 variety, which became a subject of fascination for collectors and investors alike. In 2005, the U.S. Mint produced a batch of quarters that were unlike anything seen before. As part of the State Quarters Program, 5 different designs were issued, each representing a unique state in the Union. But the 2005 D1850 quarter is a little different from the rest. This is where the story starts to get really interesting. The D1850 Washington quarter was minted in Denver, and what sets it apart from other quarters from the same year is its extremely rare and often elusive variety. The term D1850 refers to the mint mark and the year, but also to a minor yet crucial variation that collectors go crazy for. This variation occurs due to a rare error in the minting process, where the die used to strike the coin had some imperfections. It resulted in distinct, noticeable details that are not present in most other 2005 quarters. These variations give the coin an added value, especially in high grades. So, why is the 2005 Washington quarter D1850 so valuable? Let's talk about that. First and foremost, its rarity is what makes this quarter so desirable to collectors. Most of the quarters from this year, including those from the Denver Mint, are relatively common. But the D1850 error coin, which features subtle but distinguishable imperfections on the die, stands out as a rare anomaly. As with any rare coin, scarcity plays a huge role in its value. But the market for rare coins is also driven by demand. The 2005 D1850 quarter has become a sought-after piece for collectors who are looking to complete their state quarters collection, or for investors hoping to make a profit from this hidden gem. In addition to rarity, the condition of the coin is also key. A quarter in mint or near mint condition, with no visible wear or damage, will be worth much more than one that's been circulated extensively. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Now, let's get into the big question: how much can you sell your 2005 D1850 Washington quarter for? The market for rare coins is constantly changing, but in general, the 2005 Washington quarter D1850 can fetch impressive prices. In certain conditions, this quarter has been known to sell for as much as $15,000. That's right. Up to $15,000 for a single quarter. But, before you start digging through your change jar, remember that not every 2005 D1850 quarter is worth this kind of money. The value depends on several factors, including the condition of the coin, the specific error, and the current demand in the collector market. For example, a coin in pristine uncirculated condition with a well-defined error could sell for tens of thousands of dollars, especially if it's a limited edition or if it's one of the few known to exist. However, coins that show significant wear or have lesser defined errors may only be worth a few $100s or so. Coin grading plays a huge role in determining the value. A coin graded MS-67, mint state 67, will naturally be more valuable than a coin that's graded as low as -50 Australian dollars, about uncirculated. These grades are assigned by professional organizations like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. So, how can you find and sell your 2005 D1850 Washington quarter? You can start by checking your change jar or looking through rolls of quarters from 2005. Be sure to keep an eye out for the D1850 variant and look for those specific minting errors. But keep in mind, the odds of finding a rare quarter in circulation are slim, so it might be easier to find one through auctions, specialized dealers, or at coin shows. If you do find one, you can sell it through various online platforms, at local coin shops, or at specialized auctions. Some of the most reputable places to sell include eBay, heritage auctions, or even contacting a professional dealer to ensure you're getting the right price for your rare coin. To sum it all up, the 2005 Washington Quarter D1850 is a valuable and rare piece of American numismatic history. With its unique error and the scarcity of high-quality examples, it's no surprise that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for it, sometimes as much as $15,000. So, the next time you come across a 2005 Washington quarter, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look. You could be holding a treasure worth thousands. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of U.S. coin collecting and exploring the incredible value behind the 2006 Washington quarter dollar. Specifically, we'll be discussing the P1889 series, a coin that might look simple at first glance, but one that carries a surprising amount of value, worth thousands of dollars in the market. If you're a coin collector or just curious about rare coins, this video is for you. Stick around as we uncover the history, significance, and the mind-blowing value of this particular coin. At first glance, the Washington quarter dollar from 2006 doesn't seem too special. It's a coin used regularly in daily transactions. But beneath its seemingly ordinary surface lies a history rich with detail, and a coin with great potential for collectors, especially the 2006 P1889 edition. Let's explore this remarkable coin. First, let's set the stage. The Washington quarter dollar was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, the coin features a profile of the first President of the United States, George Washington, on the obverse side, with the reverse depicting an eagle in flight. The Washington quarter has had several redesigns over the years, but its historical connection to the nation's first president has remained central to its identity. In 2006, the U.S. Mint produced millions of these Washington quarters as part of the regular circulation. The coin's design remained faithful to the original concept, though the Mint issued several different versions and series during the early 2000s, which included state quarters and commemorative releases. So, what's the big deal about the 2006 Washington quarter marked with the P1889? Let's break it down. The P on the coin refers to the Philadelphia Mint, where this particular series of quarters was struck. The 1889 is a unique identifier that refers to a specific version of the coin, often tied to the way it was produced or special features tied to its minting. It's essential to note that coins with the P1889 marking were produced in limited quantities, making them harder to find in circulation today. Despite the fact that this coin looks nearly identical to others from the same year, it carries certain characteristics, like its minting quality, scarcity, and slight variations in the design, that make it stand out. These features can increase its value, especially among collectors who specialize in these types of coins. You might even be holding one right now. So, why is the 2006 Washington quarter with the P1889 mint mark worth so much? The key factors here are rarity and demand. As with any collectible item, rarity increases value. In this case, the P1889 quarters are far less common than other Washington quarters, and as more collectors seek out rare finds, their prices continue to rise. To put it into perspective, while a typical 2006 Washington quarter might only be worth 25 cents in circulation, the 2006 P1889 edition has been sold at auctions for extraordinary amounts. The value of this coin can reach up to $187,000 in some cases. Yes, you heard that right, $187,000. The rarity and condition of these coins play a huge role in their market value. For example, coins that are graded at a higher level, such as those in mint condition, can fetch astronomical prices in specialized auctions. The 2006 P1889 is one such coin. Its design, combined with the specific minting conditions, make it highly sought after by serious collectors. There are a few important factors that influence the market value of the 2006 P1889 Washington quarter dollar. Let's take a closer look. Like all collectibles, coins are graded based on their condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. A coin in pristine condition, often referred to as MS-70, mint state 70, can command significantly higher prices. So, if you've got a 2006 P1889 Washington quarter that's been kept in perfect condition, it could be worth more than you think. The more difficult a coin is to find, the more valuable it becomes. As time passes and fewer of these coins remain in circulation, they grow increasingly rare. The 2006 P1889 series is no exception, with many coins being lost, damaged, or hoarded by collectors. Coin collecting has always been a passion for many, and in recent years, demand for rare U.S. coins has surged. Auctions and online marketplaces are seeing higher bidding for rare Washington quarters, with the 2006 P1889 edition being one of the stars of the show. Now that you know the value of the 2006 Washington quarter P1889, you might be wondering how you can find one and sell it if you have it. Here are a few steps to guide you. Start by checking your quarters carefully. Look for the 2006 P1889 quarters among your loose change or in any coin rolls you might have. These coins are rare, but they do pop up from time to time. Local coin dealers, estate sales, and antique shops may have valuable coins, including rare Washington quarters. Don't be afraid to ask if they have any 2006 P1889 quarters, especially in pristine condition. Websites like eBay, heritage auctions, or even specialized coin forums often have listings for rare coins. If you have one of these quarters, listing it in the right place can connect you with interested buyers. Be sure to include the correct details, including its condition and the P1889 mint mark. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 2006 Washington quarter P1889 is a coin you should keep your eyes peeled for. With its potential to be worth upwards of $187,000, it's a rare gem in the world of numismatics. From its rich historical connection to George Washington, to its unique rarity, this quarter represents the incredible opportunities that lie in the world of coin collecting. Could you have one of these rare coins tucked away in your collection? Or maybe you're just starting to appreciate the value of coins like these. Either way, the world of rare coins holds endless possibilities. Keep searching, and who knows, your next find might just be worth a fortune. If you enjoyed learning about the 2006 Washington quarter P1889, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting insights into rare coins and collectibles. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. If you're into coins, history, or just love finding rare gems in your pocket change, then you're in for a treat today. In today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most interesting and valuable coins to come out of the United States in recent years, the 2019 Washington quarter dollar, specifically the D-Lowell variety. This coin has been making waves in the numismatic world, and we'll explore its history, unique characteristics, and most importantly, its market value, which has the potential to blow your mind. So, stick around because this coin could be worth much more than you ever expected. Let's start with a quick look at the Washington quarter dollar, a coin that's been a staple in American currency since its introduction in 1932. The Washington quarter was initially created to celebrate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Designed by artist John Flanagan, the coin features the left-facing profile of the first president of the United States on the obverse, with a majestic eagle on the reverse, which became a hallmark of American pride. Now, For decades, the Washington quarter has been a common coin, circulating in the pockets of millions of Americans. But in 1999, the U.S. Mint decided to add a twist to the series by introducing the 50-state quarters program. This program commemorated the individual states with unique designs on the reverse side of the coin. This decision led to a whole new wave of interest in quarters, especially for collectors who started hunting for rare or misprinted varieties. Fast forward to 2019, and we have yet another twist in the Washington Quarter series, the American Women Quarters program. This year, the Mint issued a series of quarters featuring notable American women who made a significant impact on history. The first coin in this new program, released in 2019, honored Maya Angelou, and it was followed by several other groundbreaking women, including the likes of Sally Ride and Wilma Mankiller. Now, let's zoom in on the specific coin we're talking about today, the 2019 De Lowell Quarter. This coin is part of the American Women Quarters program, and its reverse side features a beautiful design celebrating the life and contributions of Mildred Berry Garvin Lowell, a trailblazer in the field of journalism, and a true American icon. The reverse side of this coin showcases Lowell's likeness with a quill pen and an open book, symbols of her literary and journalistic legacy. The D Mint mark on the coin represents that it was minted in Denver, Colorado, one of the major U.S. mint facilities. The 2019 De Lowell Quarter became one of the first releases in the American Women Quarters program, which has generated a lot of buzz in the numismatic community. Here's where things get really interesting. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a quarter. How much can it really be worth? Well, if you think that, you might want to rethink it, because the 2019 Washington Quarter Dollar De Lowell is worth a lot more than you might think, and that's not an exaggeration. You see, while the standard circulation version of the 2019 De Lowell Quarter is only worth 25 cents, there are some rare variations that can sell for hundreds, even thousands of dollars on the market. The key factors that determine the value of a coin like this one are mint condition. Grade coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition or have a high grade, such as MS 65 or higher, are worth a lot more than those that show signs of wear and tear. A high-grade 2019 De Lowell Quarter can easily fetch $50 to $100 or more, depending on the market demand. Errors and variations. There are several misprints and error coins that have popped up in the 2019 series. These error coins can be worth significantly more than their regular counterparts. For example, a De Lowell Quarter with a double strike, or one with a missing mint mark, could be worth upwards of $500 or more to collectors who specialize in error coins. Low mintage and scarcity. Another factor to consider is the mintage. In 2019, the U.S. Mint struck a relatively low number of De Lowell Quarters in comparison to other years, making this coin much rarer and more desirable to collectors. As the years go on, the rarity of the 2019 De Lowell Quarter will likely increase, which means that its value could continue to rise. Demand from collectors. The demand for specific quarters, especially those in the American Women Quarters program, has been surging in recent years. As collectors and history enthusiasts seek to complete their sets, the 2019 De Lowell Quarter has become a highly sought-after coin, pushing its value even higher. As of right now, some of these rare and high-grade 2019 De Lowell Quarters are being sold on auction sites, such as eBay, for anywhere between $200 to $500. And if you happen to stumble across a perfect condition, error-free, or low mintage version, then don't be surprised if it sells for even more. Some reports even suggest that they could fetch as much as $1,000 or more, depending on the buyer. So, why is there so much hype around rare U.S. coins like the 2019 Washington Quarter Dollar De Lowell? Well, the coin market has been growing exponentially in recent years, and more people are getting involved in numismatics, the study and collection of coins. This interest has created a booming market for rare coins, and with that, comes the potential for a significant increase in value for certain types of coins, especially those tied to American history and iconic figures. Coins from the American Women Quarters program hold a special place in many collectors' hearts because they celebrate the contributions of groundbreaking women in American history. The story of these women is one that resonates with people all across the nation, which is why the coins are more than just pieces of currency. They're symbols of progress, change, and empowerment. As the years pass, the value of these coins, especially rare editions, will likely continue to climb. If you happen to have a 2019 allure quarter in your possession, it might just be worth holding onto for the long haul. The coin market is constantly evolving, and what seems like a simple quarter today could be worth tens of thousands of dollars in the future. So, how can you tell if your 2019 allure quarter is worth more than just a quarter? Here are a few tips. Look for errors. Keep an eye out for coins that have noticeable errors, whether it's a double strike, misaligned dies, or missing mint marks. These coins are typically worth much more than the regular version. Check the grade. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. If your coin looks uncirculated, or has minimal wear, it's worth getting it graded by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Inspect the mintage. If you happen to come across a coin with a particularly low mintage, something you can verify through official mintage records, you found a rare gem. Get it appraised. If you suspect that your coin is worth more than face value, take it to a reputable coin dealer or appraiser who can give you an accurate estimate of its value. So, there you have it, everything you need to know about the 2019 Washington quarter dollar allure. It's not just a coin, it's a potential treasure. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or someone who's just starting out, this particular quarter could very well be a goldmine in the making. If you've got one of these coins, make sure to keep an eye on its condition, and don't be afraid to get it appraised if you think it might be worth more. And remember, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. There's always something new to discover. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2019 allure quarter, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. And, if you have any cool coin finds of your own, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about them. Today, we have something truly special to talk about, the Washington quarter dollar from 1994. But hold up, we're not talking about just any quarter here. This coin, while it might seem like a simple piece of pocket change, actually has a fascinating history and can be worth a lot more than you think. We're talking as much as $85,000 in some rare cases. So, whether you're a collector, an investor, or just curious about coin history, stay tuned because this coin has a story you don't want to miss. Let's start by diving into the history of the Washington quarter itself. The Washington quarter has been a part of American coinage for over 80 years now. The quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The U.S. Mint, under the direction of designer John Flanagan, created a coin that would feature Washington's bust on the obverse side, and an eagle on the reverse side. These initial designs were loved by the American public and remain iconic even today. Of course, over the years, the Washington quarter has gone through some modifications, and different minting styles, but it's remained relatively unchanged in terms of its appearance. Fast forward to the 1990s, and by 1994, the Washington quarter was a staple in American currency. But what makes the 1994 version special? Well, you're about to find out. Let's get into the specifics of the 1994 Washington quarter. By the time 1994 rolled around, the U.S. Mint had switched to using a copper-nickel-clad composition for quarters, and it would stay that way for many years. The 1994 quarter, like the rest of its 90s counterparts, is made of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel. You'll find a P mint mark on the 1994 quarter, which indicates it was produced in the Philadelphia Mint, one of the key minting facilities in the United States. But here's where it gets interesting, the mintage of the 1994 quarter was fairly high. Over 1.3 billion of these coins were struck. Normally, when a coin has a large mintage, it means it's not particularly rare, and its value is fairly close to face value, right around 25 cents. However, we're going to dig deeper into the 1994 Washington quarter, because not all of these quarters are worth the same. So why on earth are we talking about a quarter that was made in 1994 potentially being worth $85,000? That's a pretty bold claim, right? Well, here's where we get into the rarity factor. While the typical 1994 Washington quarter is still worth only 25 cents, there are some key conditions that can make certain quarters from this year worth much more, in fact, a lot more. First off, the condition of the coin is one of the most important factors in determining its value. Collectors pay a premium for coins that are in excellent, almost pristine condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. A 1994 quarter that is graded as MS 67 or higher, which stands for mint state, can command a higher price, with some even reaching into the hundreds of dollars. But here's the kicker: one particular 1994 quarter, a proof-like version, is extremely rare. Proof coins are specially made for collectors with a high-quality finish, and these coins are often not released for general circulation. In fact, some of these proof-like versions of the 1994 Washington quarter have been known to sell for tens of thousands of dollars. But it doesn't stop there. What really gets coin collectors excited are error coins. And the 1994 Washington quarter is no exception. Errors, such as double die strikes, off-center coins, or die cracks, can make a coin incredibly valuable. Some of the error coins from the 1994 series have sold for thousands of dollars, and in some extremely rare cases, even upwards of $85,000. Imagine finding one of these by accident in your change jar. It would be a real treasure. Now, let's talk about the market for these quarters. Coin collecting is not just about finding coins in circulation, it's also about understanding market trends. Over the years, the value of certain coins has dramatically increased, especially as more people get into collecting as a hobby or investment. The 1994 Washington quarter, especially in its rarer forms, has become a sought-after piece in the marketplace. Auction houses and coin dealers report that rare 1994 quarters are regularly traded at high prices, with some even fetching astronomical amounts depending on their rarity, grade, and error type. For example, one of the most famous sales in recent years involved a flawless 1994 quarter, an MS 68 grade with a small error on the rim. It sold for over $50,000 at auction. That's right, a coin that was produced in mass quantities could still net you a fortune. So, how do you know if you've got a rare 1994 Washington quarter on your hands? Well, the first step is to look at its condition. Examine the coin closely for any signs of wear. Coins that have been circulated heavily often show scratches, discoloration, or flattening, which decrease their value. Next, check for any error markings. Look for misprints, double strikes, or any other abnormalities in the design. If you find one, it could be worth far more than the standard 25 cents. And don't forget to get your coin professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. Professional grading will authenticate your coin and provide an official grade, which is essential for selling or trading it at its maximum value. So, to sum it all up, the 1994 Washington quarter may look like a simple piece of change, but in reality, it could be hiding a treasure worth thousands of dollars, even up to $85,000 or more in rare cases. If you happen to have one of these quarters lying around, it could be time to take a closer look. With the right condition, unique features, or an error in its minting, you could be sitting on a goldmine. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss out on more exciting coin discoveries. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin. I'd love to hear about your experiences. Until next time, keep collecting and happy treasure hunting. Today, we're diving into one of the most intriguing and sought-after coins in American history, the 1993 Washington quarter dollar. You might be wondering, is this just another regular coin, or is there more to it? Well, stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be shocked by what you might be holding in your collection that will explore the history behind the 1993 Washington quarter, its value, and whether it could be worth a fortune, reaching up to $55,000 or even more, depending on its condition. So, let's get into it. Alright, let's start by talking about the history of the Washington quarter dollar, and more specifically, the 1993 edition. The Washington quarter has been in circulation since 1932, created to honor the first President of the United States, George Washington. The design is based on a portrait of Washington, sculpted by artist John Flanagan, and it has remained pretty consistent over the years. However, the 1993 Washington quarter isn't just any regular coin, it's part of the larger series of coins released by the U.S. Mint that carry significant value and meaning. This coin represents a specific time in American history, as it was produced during the early 90s, a period marked by economic growth and a pivotal moment in the history of U.S. coinage. Let's take a closer look at the coin itself. The 1993 Washington quarter features George Washington's portrait on the obverse, that's the front of the coin. On the reverse side, you'll see a bald eagle perched on a branch, which has been a consistent feature on the quarter design. Around the eagle, the words United States of America and E pluribus unum are inscribed, with the coin's value, $quarter, prominently featured. The coin's composition is 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, which gives it that recognizable appearance and feel. It's been produced in large quantities by the U.S. Mint, but certain versions of the 1993 quarter are far more valuable than others. Now, let's talk about what can make a 1993 Washington quarter valuable. Just like with any collectible, the condition is key. You've probably heard the term grade before, and that's exactly what we're looking at when evaluating these coins. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. A coin that is in pristine condition, with no scratches, nicks, or wear, is considered mint state, or MS. A 1993 quarter in MS condition is worth more than a well-worn one. But, there's one specific factor that could send the value of your 1993 quarter skyrocketing. Here's where things get really exciting. The 1993 Washington quarter, like many U.S. coins, has a few rare variations that make certain versions worth thousands, yes, even as much as $55,000. The most valuable version of the 1993 quarter is one that was struck with a proof finish. Now, proof coins are specially made, usually for collectors, and have a much higher quality than regular circulation coins. These proof coins were minted at the San Francisco Mint and have a mirror-like finish, which gives them a unique look, but that's not all. There are also errors that can make a coin much more valuable. For example, a rare variety could be one that was struck on the wrong planchet, resulting in an error coin. These can be extremely valuable because of their rarity and imperfection. Take a look at this example of a 1993 Washington quarter error coin. These errors are so rare that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for them. Some of these error coins can fetch prices well above $5,000, and if the coin is in pristine condition or has a particularly unique error, you could be looking at something closer to $55,000. So, if you have a 1993 Washington quarter, it's worth checking for these potential errors or differences in minting. A simple search online or a visit to a professional coin appraiser might help you figure out if you've got a hidden gem. So, how do you identify a rare 1993 quarter from the rest? There are a few key things to look for. Proof finish. As I mentioned earlier, proof coins are made with a special process that gives them a shiny, mirror-like appearance. These coins are often more polished than regular circulation quarters, struck on wrong planchet. Sometimes, coins are mistakenly struck on the wrong metal planchet, which can result in a highly collectible error. A 1993 Washington quarter struck on a dime planchet is one of the rarer varieties you should watch out for. Off-center strikes. If the design is slightly off-center, that could be an error that increases the coin's value. Die cracks and double dies. These are errors that occur when there's a crack in the die used to stamp the coin or when the die is misaligned, causing double impressions on the coin. To spot these errors, you can use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Carefully inspect the coin for any signs of damage or misprints. But remember, always consult an expert if you believe you have a valuable coin. The market for rare quarters is hot right now, and there's a lot of money to be made. Now, let's talk numbers. A typical 1993 Washington quarter in average circulation condition is worth just around face value, 25 cents. But when you start factoring in the special proofs, errors, and rare varieties, the value can jump significantly. For example, a proof 1993 quarter, depending on its condition, can be worth anywhere from $10 to $50. But those rare error coins? Well, that's where the real money comes in. Some 1,993 quarters with errors have sold for as much as $5,000 to $55,000 at auctions. These coins are highly sought after by serious collectors, and the market for error coins has been strong for years. If you're thinking about selling your 1993 Washington quarter, be sure to do your research. Auctions can be a great place to get the best price, especially for error coins or rare varieties. Make sure to have the coin appraised by a professional first to determine its exact value. So, where can you sell your 1993 Washington quarter if you find that it's worth a lot of money? There are several places you can check. Coin dealers. A reputable local coin dealer might be able to offer a fair price for your coin. Online marketplaces. Websites like eBay are popular for coin collectors and sellers, and they can be a good place to auction off rare coins. Coin auctions. If you have a particularly rare or valuable coin, consider going to a coin auction. These are often attended by collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for the right coin. To wrap up, the 1993 Washington quarter is much more than just another coin from the 90s. Depending on its condition, and especially if it has any rare errors or was minted as a proof coin, it could be worth a small fortune. Keep an eye out for those rare varieties, because you could be holding onto a coin worth thousands of dollars. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin tips and valuable insights into the world of numismatics. And, as always, happy hunting, and we'll see you next time. In your pocket change, there might be a treasure hiding in plain sight. What if I told you that a simple 1978 Washington quarter could be worth thousands of dollars? Intrigued? Let's dive into the history, the unique features, and the market value of this fascinating coin. The Washington quarter was introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first President of the United States. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, this iconic coin replaced the standing Liberty quarter and quickly became a staple in American currency. The 1978 Washington quarter was part of the long-running series minted from 1965 to 1998. These quarters were struck without silver, as the U.S. Mint transitioned to a copper-nickel composition in 1965 due to the rising cost of silver. So, what's so special about the 1978 Washington quarter? Most of these coins are standard circulation coins, but certain factors can make specific coins incredibly valuable. Here are some key points to look out for. Mint marks. In 1978, quarters were minted at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. The mint mark can be found on the obverse, just below Washington's neck. Condition and grading. Coins in uncirculated or mint state condition are significantly more valuable. Look for coins graded MS65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. Errors and varieties. Some 1978 quarters feature errors like double die obverse, DDO, off-center strikes, or die cracks. These rare mistakes can fetch a premium among collectors. Proof coins. If you have a 1978 S-proof quarter, it could be worth more, especially if it's in pristine condition. Now, let's talk money. The value of a 1978 Washington quarter varies depending on its condition, rarity, and demand in the market. Here's a breakdown. Circulated coins. Most 1978 quarters found in pocket change are worth their face value of 25 cents. However, slightly better conditions might fetch $1 to $3 from collectors. Uncirculated coins. Coins graded MS65 or higher can be worth anywhere from $25 to $150, depending on the grade and the mint mark. Error coins. Quarters with rare errors, like double die obverse or off-center strikes, can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. For example, a major error could fetch upwards of $1,000. The real stars of the 1978 quarters are the rare and unique ones. In some cases, a particularly rare error coin or an exceptionally high-grade specimen has sold for over $9,000 at auction. Want to know if your 1978 quarter is valuable? Here's a step-by-step guide. Check the mint mark. look under Washington's neck for the mint mark, inspect the coin, use a magnifying glass to check for any errors, such as doubling or die cracks, assess the condition, look for signs of wear. Coins with little to no wear are more valuable, get it graded. If you suspect your coin is valuable, send it to a professional grading service. They'll provide an official grade, which can significantly increase its value. The coin collecting market is thriving, with collectors willing to pay top dollar for rare and high-quality coins. Online platforms like eBay and heritage auctions regularly feature 1978 Washington quarters. Keep an eye on auction results to gauge current trends and values. For example, a 1978 D quarter in MS-67 condition sold for $1,200, while an error coin from the same year brought in over $9,000. These sales prove that even modern coins can hold incredible value. Who would have thought that a simple 25-cent coin could be worth thousands? Whether you're a seasoned collector or just curious about the coins in your pocket, the 1978 Washington quarter is a reminder that history and value often go hand in hand. So, check your change, do your research, and who knows? You might just strike it rich. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin-related content. And let us know in the comments, have you ever come across a valuable coin in your pocket change? Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. 1978 Washington quarter, rare coins, valuable coins, coin collecting, U.S. quarters, coin errors, how to find valuable coins, 1978 coin value, rare U.S. coins, mint errors, coin grading. Discover why the 1978 Washington quarter could be worth thousands of dollars. Learn about its history, rare features, and how to identify valuable coins. Don't miss this guide to turning pocket change into big money, where we uncover hidden treasures, rare coins, and all things collectible. Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating piece of American history, the 1973 Washington quarter. This coin might look like your everyday pocket change, but believe me, some of these are worth a small fortune, up to $8,000. You heard that right. So, stick around as we explore the history, design, and the reasons why collectors are willing to pay big bucks for this coin. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first President of the United States. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, the quarter has remained a staple of American coinage ever since. The 1973 Washington quarter belongs to the post-silver era, as the U.S. Mint transitioned to a copper-nickel-clad composition after 1964. Now, you might be wondering, what makes the 1973 Washington quarter special? At first glance, it doesn't stand out from other quarters. But when you dig a little deeper, you'll discover a world of fascinating details that make certain 1973 quarters incredibly valuable. Let's take a closer look at the 1973 Washington quarter. The obverse features the iconic bust of George Washington, while the reverse displays the American bald eagle with outstretched wings, clutching arrows and olive branches. One key factor in determining a coin's value is its mint mark. In 1973, quarters were produced at 3 U.S. Mint locations. Make sure to check just below the wreath on the reverse side for the mint mark. This small detail can significantly impact the coin's value. Most 1973 quarters are worth their face value, 25 cents. However, some rare specimens have fetched prices as high as $8,000. So, what makes these coins so valuable? Here are the key factors. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by organizations like PCGS and NGC. A 1973 Washington quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition, graded MS-67 or higher, is incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. These coins can command prices in the thousands. Mint errors make coins highly collectible. Some 1973 quarters feature striking errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets. These mistakes occurred during the minting process and can make the coin worth significantly more. Proof quarters minted in San Francisco, with an S mint mark, were struck using polished dies, resulting in a mirror-like finish. High-grade proof coins are particularly valuable, especially if they have deep cameo contrasts. The fewer high-grade coins that exist, the more valuable they become. For example, a 1973 quarter graded MS-67 or higher is extremely rare, making it a prized addition to any collection. Let's talk about the big money. In recent years, certain 1973 Washington quarters have sold for staggering amounts at auctions. Here are some notable examples. These record-breaking sales are proof that some coins in your pocket change might be worth a fortune. Wondering if your 1973 quarter is a hidden gem? Here's how you can identify its value. Make sure the coin is from 1973 and note the mint mark. Look for any scratches, wear, or signs of damage. The cleaner and sharper the details, the higher the grade. Use a magnifying glass to spot doubling, off-center strikes, or other irregularities. If you think your coin might be valuable, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for certification. Ready to cash in on your rare coin? Here are some popular places to sell your 1973 Washington quarter. Websites like eBay and Heritage Auctions are great for reaching a wide audience of collectors. Local coin dealers can provide quick evaluations and offers. These events are perfect for connecting with serious collectors and experts. Remember to research the current market value and negotiate to get the best price. So there you have it, the incredible story of the 1973 Washington quarter and why some are worth up to $8,000. Don't forget to check your pocket change and old coin collections. You might just strike gold. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to channel name, and let us know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare coin. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting.